In order to get a full breath within that stroke, she needs to be extending, getting that momentum, and making sure that she's able to turn that head. All right, everybody, let's take a quick look at Charlotte's freestyle here. A lot of the times when kids are learning how to swim freestyle, they take super short strokes. That's why you see a lot of kids do doggy paddle. So you can see at full speed there, it's short and choppy, reaching forward and not pushing back at all. So it's a lot of pull and not a whole lot of push. You see their full speed. When she gets going for this slow-mo here, it's a reach forward, pull to the chest, and then stops. So she gets as far as shoulders or gets as far as chest. She never really gets to the belly button or to the hip. She just keeps reaching forward and pulling and never pull to push. So take a look at when we try and fix it and try and get her to push a little bit. You can see her extend her arm towards her hip a little bit more. So that's her full speed. And once we get going in slow-mo here, you can see that pull and that push. Obviously, you could tell it's very thought out by Charlotte here. So when she's doing it, she's about to push her arm back. So you can see this arm right here. She is ready to start pushing towards her face and reaching for the next stroke. But she pull, and then she's like, oh yeah, we're working on this. Push, 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 push. So she's pushing to the hip. So obviously not perfect. There's a lot going on with her legs that's keeping her from actually swimming a good freestyle. But what we're working on here is to make sure that she's extending that arm towards that hip and getting the most out of her stroke. So one of the most important reasons for this is if you're trying to place a breath anywhere within this stroke, at the beginning here, if we take a look, she's never going to be able to get a breath because of the way that she's pulling. So it's short and choppy onto the next stroke. In order to get a full breath within that stroke, she needs to be extending, getting that momentum, and making sure that she's able to turn that head. Without a full pull, she's never going to be able to reach that arm and get that momentum that she needs to be able to turn her head for the breath. So that's what we're working on with Charlotte. As you can see here, if you're taking a look at her feet, there's a lot going on with her feet, but working on extending that arm is what we're focusing on this one.